Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're making a scarecrow look. So we're just going to be using a mist spray just to kind of have some refreshing skin to give a kind of even glow. So you just kind of want to grab the lightest foundation you have and just put that all over your face, your neck, and if you want, your chest as well. So we have two kind of brow products here that we're going to be using. We have the Gimme Brow from Benefit, just to kind of fill in the brows, give more of a darker appearance, and then we go back through it with a pencil liner to give it a more of an outline to the brow. So this option is obviously optional, but my brow pencil came with like a little powder to it, and it just helped me fill in my brows a little bit more. So we're going to use the Morphe palette, the 15D, and we're just going to use a light brown and put it in our crease and fan it out. So here we're going to go on the outer corner and the inner corner of our eyes, and we're going to use the darker brown just to add more depth to it, and then we're also going to kind of go along our crease of our eye. So what I'm doing here, I'm just taking a fluffy brush and I'm just kind of blending the darker brown to the lighter brown so it's not two separate colors. So now what I'm doing here is I'm using the shimmery brown in the Morphe palette and putting it on the center of my lid. So what I'm doing here, I'm just now starting to blend the colors together. So now what I'm using the light brown and going underneath my eye, and you don't need a lot to this, you just need a small little bit just to help make your eyes the more center part of your makeup look. So now what I'm doing, I'm taking a black liner pencil and just lining my upper waterline just to kind of let my eyes pop even more than what they already are. So now I'm taking a champagne color that's very shimmery and putting it in the inner corners of my eyes just to give my eyes an extra pop. So now I'm taking the black liner that I used before for my upper waterline and just doing it on the bottom waterline now. So now we're going to be contouring my cheekbone area, and we're going to be using the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, and we're going to use that center shade there I'm pointing out to you, and you just kind of go along it quickly. I'm not too picky about it because the next step will help make the contour look a little bit more even. So now what we're using is just an everyday translucent powder, and we're just going to go underneath my contour that I just did just to help define my cheekbones even more. So I'm just putting the translucent powder underneath my eyes just to make underneath my eyes a little bit brighter so it's not all dark colors that are there. So another thing I like to do is put the translucent powder down the center of my nose and all across my forehead, because I think it just helps brighten up my face more. So now I'm going to be making the lines of where the stitches are going to be going across along my neck and my arms. So now I'm just brushing off that translucent powder along my cheeks, underneath my eyes, and on my nose and forehead. So now I'm just making the lines across my face for the stitches as well. So now I'm just going to be using a watercolor makeup kit and using a silver color to make the stitches. So now we're taking the Morphe palette here and we're using this black color here, and we're going to be darkening up the ends of the stitches to make it look like they're going into my body. So now we're going to be using some string and putting it along my face to make those seem like 3D stitches, and we're also going to be darkening up with some brown from the Morphe palette we used earlier, and we're using liquid latex just to help it stick to my face. So now we're just using a black lipstick and doing the middle of my lips just to give a darker color, and then we're going to be using the black that we used earlier just to blend it out a little bit more. So now we're going to take this red color here, we're going to use it to make a heart on my chest. And now we're just going to want to use a black color just to outline the heart. So Now we're going to be using this silver color again, and we're going to be making stitches all along the heart. And now we're going to be going back with that black shadow just to make it look like it's going into my skin again. So now we're going to continue putting the stitches on my face. And now it's time for mascara. And now we're going to use primal contact lenses in the color green just to kind of give my eyes even more pop and make them kind of look abnormal. And now we're going to use black liner again just to redo our waterline. And now we're going to use a kind of like a bright red around the stitches on my face to make it look like it's almost like blood or it's irritated. Alright, so that's this look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and give this video a thumbs up if you think it looks pretty similar to the picture I'm showing.